And I thought we'd have a chat with, it is International Women's Day, you are correct, the 8th of March, and I thought we'd have a chat with a mate of mine called Di. Now, why is Di of interest at this point in time on the Sports Program? Well, Di Bortoletto has a very interesting role. She is the host of And Away We Go, which is an F1 podcast that is, it's been recorded here in Australia. Di is an Aussie. She actually lives and works here in Perth. And her early career involved her ripping the actual news stories as they came off something called, I think it was Wires, wasn't it, Di? And reading about the F1 every day.
Well, hi, Chrissy. Thanks for having me on. Couple of things. I literally had to flick through physical copies of newspapers and magazines and reading all the Formula One articles looking for mentions of my client when I worked in London, and that's how I got hooked on the sport, which, 20-something years later led me to create and host, it's actually called now Away We Go podcast, a name change which I didn't tell you about, sorry.
Thanks, Di.
Because, sorry, I had a lovely email from the Formula One management lawyers telling me that I could not use the term Formula One or F1 in any of my branding, so I had to make a little adjustment there. So, yeah.
Right. Well, one doesn't want to get in the way of a machine that large. That would not be great. It's interesting, though. I thought we'd have a chat with you about the interest in the sport, the growing interest in the sport, because globally it's been phenomenally. But one of the groups that is really expanding is women who are interested in this sport.
Yeah, well, it's no surprise. Women are interested in sport in general, but what Formula One has done in recent times, since Liberty Media bought the sport off Bernie Ecclestone, who kept the sport really close and exclusive and closely guarded, rather. Liberty Media opened it up, which just made the sport more accessible, and as a result, more fans have flocked to it, and those fans have been women. And the fastest growing demographic is like 16 to 25-year-old women, which is fantastic to see that there's going to be that there's a new generation of Formula One fans coming through the ranks.
It's really interesting when you watch the Formula One show and then you watch the actual event, like today's event, and being able to piece the behind the scenes to what you're seeing on the track as well, because you get the insight with the engineers, the behind the team players, not just the drivers themselves.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like what's so good these days is that there's more women commentators on TV, on the broadcast, which is fantastic. They get more comments from women who work in Formula One, and kudos to the Australian Grand Prix Corporation, who've named a corner for International Women's Day after two prominent women who work in Formula One. So that's Hannah Schmitz, who's the chief strategist for Red Bull, and Laura Mueller, who's Esteban Ocon's race engineer. She's the first female race engineer in the sport.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Di, I'm going to leave it there because I know that you are actually here in Perth today in the lead up to this afternoon's match, organising the Coogee Festival. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm at Coogee Live now, which is along Coogee Beach, and I'm sitting in the car where it's quiet, Chrissy, to talk to you because the music's pumping out there. The bubble canteen is in full swing, 20,000 bubbles per minute being pumped out of this thing, and kids are dancing underneath it. So, yeah, it's all free on till 4 o'clock today down at Coogee Beach. Lots of, children's activities, DJs, music, all sorts of things.
Brilliant.
Food trucks.
Well, look, we thank you for spending a little bit of time with us because I know how passionate you are about F1, and I hope that people actually, who do like F1, and when they're not listening to 6PR, they'll get on board and listen to your podcast, And Away We Go, without the name.
Just away we go. Away we go.
Away we go. Away we go. Thanks, Di. Away you go off to your event today. Thanks so much for your time today. You're listening to 882 6PR. It's 20 minutes past 10.